It's a new day, but the game never changes. We've saved the world, but can we graduate from DUEL High School? Join us as ShibuyaZane. Damn, Cyrus, you keep the uncensored Diane Keto in your deck? Bro's living on the edge. Shorah.
We've been going for hours. My deck is completely raw.
Calamity Carl.
Time to go to work.
And Bio Roxas.
Yeah, I duel all night as well.
Use the power of the Millennium microphone to duel their way to the top of Generation Next.
You duel a
Nearly
missionary?
fucking broke you.
Oh, God. I'm
No, of
losing
course
my
not.
goddamn mind, actually.
Do you actually like do missionary?
What?
Bridget
What
wants to.
the fuck?
Bridget
Like
wants
that's
to know
is that
if
the
we
only
actually
position that you
want
know
her.
about?
Do you not know the joke bio?
I'm just asking if you know another position than that.
Yeah.
Answer the question.
Yes, bio.
Okay, cool. Just want to know.
I see
My other
Bio's,
quote was
I see
Bio
Bio's
zoning
got
out.
Remind
really...
me, bio. How many terms have I made you aware of in the past 2 years? You know
I
what
don't
a
know.
rusty trombone is, Bio Roxas?
Hey, Shibuya. I think you need to real quick pop down the hall into the waiting room. We got somebody here.
Oh my God, do we? Hold on.
There ain't no way.
Before this happens, let me do some fixing. So, all right, move this over here. Move that. And ideally, this should work. Hello.
Hey, Bridget, have you had sex before?
Bio, what the
Fucking Christ!
Yes.
Okay.
Hello, unexpected special guest Bridget.
You were supposed to get someone else. Now you get me.
Honestly, if it worked out this way, this is funny.
Jesus Christ.
I can't believe you actually did it. So for people who are watching the live recording, you know, but for people who are catching this after the fact and missed us on Twitch, twitch.tv/ShibuyaZane on Saturdays when we record. So we were supposed to have a special guest. Emergencies came up and they had to cancel, unfortunately. And then during the 20 minutes of Carl having slight tech issues and us fucking around before we start actually recording, Bridget shows up in chat, talks about how Carl should be mean to Bio. They start fucking fighting, and then Carl, I think it was Carl, was just like, hey Bridget, why don't you come on? Why don't you come on the show this week?
No, I think it was bio.
It was
Whatever.
Bio who suggested it.
I don't care.
fucking hell.
Carl needs a win. He can take it.
I've obviously not had the time to watch the episodes in the 5 minutes
Yu-Gi-Oh!
that this was decided
GX episodes
on. I can look at
wiki.
some summaries. I
You
might be
can
able
look
to
at
unearth some
the
memories.
fandom pages for
What is
these
happening?
episodes, and I feel like
Microphone.
you'll be fine. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me
Season
put this
one.
in general for you, Bridget.
Season
There you
one.
go. You'll need this.
Oh, it's this. Okay, yeah,
It,
no.
it
I
is
remember this
36
one, I
through
remember
40,
this.
so starting from there.
Yeah. Okay. These are funny. I remember these kind
Well, no.
of.
It starts on this one.
Are they funny?
Yes. No, she's
36
spitting,
and
she's right.
37 were weird.
Yeah.
I didn't like those.
Fair. We're gonna talk about those in a minute, so save your hot takes.
Will do.
Oh man, I can't believe this is actually happening like this. This is so funny.
Jesus Christ.
Pretty good.
All right, well, Bridget, do you want to give us an intro quote made up on the spot while you're here?
I don't know what, man. I was supposed to be playing Crisis Core right now. I don't know what the fuck.
No spoilers. Let's not talk about it. That's a good game, I hear.
Yeah,
It is
Bio
a good
hasn't played
game.
it yet, and he got a code
Yeah.
for it, so he'll be playing it this week.
I'm not saying shit about it. I'm just like, oh,
Good.
that's
Alright,
what
I-
I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah, I can't wait to finish it. So far, it's just been like, God, I love this game, but now it's playable for an adult me that doesn't just tolerate bad gameplay.
Yeah.
It is the exact same story, yes. At least to my knowledge. I haven't gotten past chapter 5 yet.
Yeah, that's what I've heard is the same story, which is nice.
It is
think
it is
it's-
very nice.
I'm excited to play it at some point.
Is there?
Do
Okay.
I don't know. Gosh, shit. Fuck bio, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I
We
agree.
should probably just go, honestly.
I mean, first off, I'm gonna ask how has everyone's week been?
Rough, buddy.
Mostly all right.
Fair.
Pretty fine.
I'm alive.
Doing a lot of Christmas gift
I'm not
wrapping
allowed
and
to.
stuff like that.
I'm not allowed to share my life because this is on a stream. And we can't ruin the stream vibes.
Ah.
You guys see all that drama?
Oh God, yeah.
yeah.
No, I did not hit play on the video, but I saw enough people clowning on that motherfucker that I got the intent, and I was just like, yeah, we should make fun of him.
Yeah, Jesus.
Carl, your mic is still having slight issues, but at this point, I think it's funny because your guy is just bouncing for no reason at complete random.
You're making like
kill myself.
You're
No, you're
making
good.
like Atari sounds or some shit out of your microphone.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
I normally
is
don't engage
going
with chat
on?
while we record, but somebody said Carl's playing Pong in chat, and I'm dying. It's really funny. This entire stream is just Carl playing Pong.
That guy's
my
playing
God.
Galaga.
Thought I
That's
wouldn't
what
notice,
you should change.
but we did.
You just change his artwork to like change to like a Pong paddle when he when he pongs.
If I find a gif of Pong, I will put it over Carl's
We have to
guy.
buy a new microphone cable. That's really cool. I love having random expenses pop up in the middle of Christmas time.
Aw.
This is the 6th time it's happened.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have to
if
go
you're
gift
in
shopping
chat?
for a bunch of people still, and that's gonna be a hit.
Hey,
I
hey,
spent
Carl,
way
I
too much
have a
money.
spare microphone cable. I can just include it in your Christmas gift package if you want.
I have a recording tomorrow, so I need to get one that'll arrive tomorrow.
What are you doing tomorrow?
There.
Dipships.
The legitimate boating podcast?
Yes.
Yes, Spyroxis.
Wow.
I'm so
The only
glad you
other thing that I
remembered.
fucking do.
All right. Hold on. Pong gif.
No, that's not true.
We're
You do
adding
that.
this. This is happening.
I guess I'll put on Twitter. but I'm
Oh,
here
to
now,
update
fucking-
you guys, who dropped your cards and that comment on Twitter. We recorded that last week. That should be
Yeah.
coming out.
I will be announcing that during the ad break, but we have a release date for that,
Oh,
and it's
sorry.
going to be very funny. No, don't worry about it. Like, I understand being excited, and that's yet another piece of bonus content for our patrons to get a week early.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun. Thank
Yeah,
you
it-
guys that like interacted with that tweet.
Yeah, genuinely, thank you all to everybody who responded. Basically, the gist of it is last recording session, so episode 7, we said, hey, wouldn't it be cool if Bio reacted to a bunch of fan-submitted cards on the next episode of Mill Mike? And I was like, why next episode of Mill Mike? We barely get off. Like, we're always off track on talking about the episodes. What the fuck? Let's make that separate content. So we made it separate content. And if people
This
like it, we'll
time-
make it into more content later.
We should have people send in their favorite like Yu-Gi-Oh like merchandise that they have. That would be
Ooh.
cool.
I
I'd like to see
mean,
that.
I can't really make a good quiz out of merchandise, but I'm thinking I can have,
Sure.
like, themes for the cards. So, like, is there any weird holiday-themed stuff, maybe?
Ooh.
Like, weird holiday-themed cards I can make a quiz out of?
That's
could
a
be
really
fun.
good
What is
question,
your-
actually.
What is your favorite slept-on obscure card?
I'm saving that one. I'm saving weird, obscure cards for later.
Rabbit Dragon.
God.
This video will
Vanilla.
come out for all
Immortal
viewers
Funding.
eventually, right? This isn't. Going
Yeah,
to
it's
Patreon
going to be-
exclusive?
It's the same as all of our other extra content. It's patrons first, it's exclusive for a week, and then it goes live to everybody.
Mortal Thunder shoutouts.
Shout out to the Immortal Fund.
Shoutouts to Immortal of Thunder. Gain 3,000 life points now, lose 5,000 later.
That sounds awful.
It's very funny. Weekly Jam is a really fun progression series that'll be back someday.
One day.
Episode 6 been recorded for like 2 weeks. At some point, it's going up.
Yeah.
Shibuya, if we weren't running 2 progression series right now, hear me out on this.
Yeah.
A progression like series where where you both stream, so you both stream your fucking pack openings and shit.
That
Shibuya,
I
you have to
ramble a
build your
lot,
deck-
bitch. I have to cut myself down so much in deck march.
Whatever, it's a stream, bitch.
Yeah, but the
you-
point is to
you
make
would build your
content
deck
fun.
normally. Bio would have his chat help him build his deck.
His
I
chat
was
would
gonna say, I
sabotage
actually
him and just
thought-
be like, time wizard, time wizard, time wizard, time wizard.
I actually thought it'd be fun, like when you guys do when you do another progression series, if like I joined as a newbie.
Oh,
I
that
think
could
that
be
would be
so
like pretty
funny.
interesting.
Honestly, Shorah, we should add that. We should add that to the list of Imperial orders. I don't know what
That
card
would be
name we would
funny.
include, but just like, you build the deck, but Bio has to play it that week.
Oh,
Mhm.
I know that there's a card that has like
Regression
newbie or
series.
beginner in its name. One
Regression
moment.
series. Oh, that's so smart. Fuck. You know what would be extra funny though? If you did all the Yu-Gi-Oh sets chronologically in reverse order, so you have to start from Link summoning and work your way backwards to simpler times. That would make no sense, but it'd be funny as hell.
Hey,
Yeah,
so,
good week.
did anyone else fucking hate these episodes?
Yeah, it's been 11 minutes and we still haven't talked about the actual episodes.
Yeah, I watched those. I
Hey,
was like, man,
like-
really did not enjoy these episodes. Quite bad. Uh-huh.
First 2 episodes were good. I dissociated.
I would
throughout the
disagree
entirety of
a little
38.
bit.
Bridget, can you describe this first episode to us in great detail?
This is it's the first episode's the one where Bastion falls in love with the Amazoness lady and begins his like flop era, which will continue through the entire show. I think that's the one.
No, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
no,
so
it's
sad.
downhill from here.
God
It's all
damn it.
downhill from here, buddy.
Bastion, basically, this does irreparable damage to Bastion. For the rest of the series, he is now just a simp.
Oh man, did he like turn into Tristan?
No, he's worse.
Does he become
not
the
that
Tristan of the
bad.
series? He's worse, not that bad. Okay.
He's
Listen-
worse
listen.
simp-wise.
Listen, he fucked a tiger, and it caused some brain damage.
All right.
Hmm.
Well,
I
first
I-
things
I don't know
first.
what-
First things
Uh-huh.
first. I think we need to
Hop in there.
make people aware of how insane Shorah and I went on the edits this week. I think this is one of the best collective weeks we've had. So we're gonna start with the obvious one that he told me was coming ahead of time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's really fucking strong. I wish you had asked me to get the font for that text for you, so it could have been like libertarian guys with tiger wives.
That's fine. It still works perfectly.
It's still really good, to be fair.
I hate that I look at this and all I think of is the Simo edit.
Yeah, it's really funny. Oh, speaking of, to get off topic one more time, holy shit, MBT and DZ reacted to Deck March. I'm still losing my mind about that.
Oh yeah.
That was wild.
That did
Oh,
happen on a
That was
live
so
stream.
funny.
It sure did insult my deck building.
Well,
I
to be
lo-
fair,
I
we're
loved
casuals
watching-
playing Yu-Gi-Oh! So.
I loved watching them react to Altos and Jordan's decks. Just,
Yeah.
what the fuck is going on here?
So,
Really
sure,
good.
I don't know why you said that they insulted you. They liked your deck. They started out saying, "Oh, this deck is good."
Yeah,
Well,
but
wait,
then they
Well, they looked
immediately
at
went,
Kisei Tai and they went, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
They
well,
looked at
I
my
mean,
fucking side deck and went, "This person must think that the side deck is another deck he can draw from." And I'm like, "What the fuck do you mean? These are cards I can swap in. You fucking shitheads."
Well, I mean, MBT is there. Of course he's gonna be a shit. MBT's whole thing is that he's gonna be an asshole to everybody.
MBT shout outs, come on our podcast.
MBT, if you ever want to be on Mill Mike, just watch the anime and then we don't talk about the card game. I know that's totally your niche, right?
He would only be able to watch the dub and not the sub because he can't read cards.
Oh my fucking
I didn't
Christ.
see the entire VOD. Does anybody remember what episode of fucking goddamn Weekly Jam that KZ sent in? Because if they
It was
reacted
the-
to Jordan with fucking the
I can
Mortal
find the original
Thunder,
tweet.
I'll die.
No, it was the Chaos episode, the one where
Ah,
Jordan and Alto had Chaos built, but they were wrong.
God. Just imagine if they had to see Jordan's fucking deck with the goddamn.
Oh, I
Immortal
should have
Thunder in
sent it
it.
episode 1. I needed him to see fucking Immortal of Thunder.
They would have had a stroke live on Twitch.
It would have been so funny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and transition us into talking about episode 36.
Libertarian guys with Asian wives.
I don't like
That's
this new
this
opening at
episode's
all.
title in Japan.
This new opening is good. It's growing
I do
on
not
me.
like it.
I always skip
Okay.
it.
Something about it reminds me of the One Piece opening Crazy Rainbow Star, but slowed down and moody.
Well, yeah, it's slowed down and moody because this arc is slow and moody.
Yeah, that just doesn't work well.
It
I don't know,
works for
something
the
about
arc
it-
because it literally
something-
mirrors the arc.
Something about this intro just does not sit well with me.
Mm.
I
Not
don't
the
know, I
intro,
like
not
it, dude.
The art itself, just the song. I do not like the
Mm.
song.
Okay, you can be wrong.
So this
It's not
episode
chased.
starts off real rough with fucking the group talking about dual Yu-Gi-Oh card crushes. Also,
Yeah, they're
we get
idol cards.
also Bastion wakes everybody up with fucking Barrel Dragon, which was actually fucking
That is
funny.
the fact that I watch dub first every week. So I was like, what the fuck is this man about to do? And then I see the shitty edited on laser cannons prepping and aiming, and I'm
I
like, oh
almost
fuck,
choked.
it's a good one.
I almost choked on my fucking pizza with seeing those fucking shitty Barrel Dragon.
I was
fucking
laughing
gun
hysterically.
I should have watched the dub of that one.
Also, they're having this fucking conversation about like, oh yeah, this is my card crush, and Chumley pulls out Diane Keto, the
I was
Cure
about
Master,
to ask.
and
is
it's
that Diane
OCG
Keto-
art.
Well, no, doesn't he pull it out of Cyrus's deck? Like, Cyrus is the one running it, and he's just like, wow, man, really? You could do better. Because, like,
No, I think
Chumley's whole
it's-
bit in the dub is that he has a girlfriend back home, apparently, and then can't remember her name, which means that she's fake and not real.
No,
Oh,
I feel
okay, that
like
makes more sense.
I feel like I remember it being that. Yeah, even the wiki says Chumley has one as well. Diane Keto, the Cure Master.
Yeah, don't worry.
Fucking
He
yeah.
says that in Japanese, except he says it's his idol card, and then says, "This reminds me of my mom." And I went, "No, no."
Hey,
And he,
hey,
gross.
wait,
and then
stop.
it ended up becoming really wholesome. He's just like, "Yeah, it reminds me of home. It just makes me feel happy." And I'm like, "Okay, that's a lot less bad."
I was just
Yeah, that's fair.
intently distracted by the fact that they actually didn't censor the fucking Diane.
Yeah,
Keto
I was
art. They
losing my
used the
mind that they
original.
kept uncensored Diane Keto.
That's
Also,
funny.
Also, Bastion has a crush on White Magician Pikaru, which, like, gross, dude. You can do better.
Look, this man
Yeah, but
gives off some vibes. I
Twitter
didn't
about
think he
to
gave off
cancel.
vibes that were truly that rancid.
Yeah.
I love that he's like, "I don't remember putting this card in here," and it's like, why are you freaking out about it that much?
Well, because he's the analytical guy, so for him to have a card that's not at all part of his strategy and it's just there because cute.
They don't even explain where it came from. It's just there. It's like, who
Yeah,
put it there?
I thought the ploy was gonna be that like the 7 stars had infiltrated Duel Academy and I don't know sprayed pheromones or something to make people fucking horny. I don't know. At this point, I would believe
That wasn't
anything.
funny.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be like she's using some form of like hypnosis or pheromones or something to take control of guys' brains or something, which is why they all built the Coliseum for her, and then that ended up not being a thing.
It
at
ended
all.
up
I was like,
being
oh,
the
all right.
tiger chased them to the Coliseum and is holding them
tiger
there
man is doing
hostage.
it.
It's so funny because like
one
I
half fear, one half horny. That's what got them to build the
well,
Coliseum.
yeah,
I mean,
the tiger
I mean-
gets them there because they're pissed. They're pissing their pants and horrified, and then they stay there because Tanya's buff and hot.
I mean, they're teenagers.
she
You don't
is,
really have
though.
to try that hard to, like, fucking get them with the promise of pussy, you know? Like,
Yeah, but then also Crowler's there.
Help me build my
I
Coliseum,
fucking-
and I'll show you my tatas.
I fucking died at the fact that they had a goddamn line in the dub where Crowler and Professor Banner are talking, and Crowler's just like, "Oh, I'm just doing man's work. Really? They must have been out of good men."
I saw that and I lost my shit. It's
Really funny.
it's very short on men is the fucking exact phrasing, and I died.
The dub really does hit with some good fucking lines every so often.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in the sub, the joke is instead that when the Coliseum is fully built, Tanya goes out and pays them in rare cards. And then she gets to Crowler and is like, I'm not paying you. And he's like, that's unfair. I worked for a wage. And she's just like, your vibes are atrocious.
You know what she says
Ugly
in
as
the
fuck,
sub?
dude.
In the sub, she's just like, "You're unpleasant. You get nothing."
Yeah.
I mean, fair.
He's right, but fuck.
She is
Like,
correct.
Damn.
That's so fucking funny.
I honestly kind of love this fucking weird ass gimmicky Shadow Rider episode because like there's there's no major like world ending stakes here beyond them losing a key. It's just
yeah.
you're gonna marry me.
I do like that this entire set seemed to be very self-contained in that there's not really shadow games involved. It's really so much lower stakes, but there's still keys on the line. Because all of these Shadow Riders just have their own shit they want to accomplish for the most part.
It's so fucking funny. It's just really fucking funny to think that that this bitch was like, yeah, I'll join your evil organization. I just want to find somebody to marry.
Question.
Shit, okay, sure.
Question, if I join your organization, can I still look for a hot dueling husband on the side?
Can I have snoo?
Yeah. I mean...
there's nothing against it.
Also, I'm really glad that the dub didn't go with the fucking, like, snoo Amazoness type of joke.
Thank God.
She's purely competent, and I love her.
You know what really kills me about this episode?
What?
Is that she keeps talking about love, and everyone's just like, what the fuck's going on? And Bastion's like, why are you toying with my heart? And Chaz is in the stands. I'm going to put this in general. Chaz is in the stands just like this.
Oh,
The
no.
whole time.
I didn't miss that.
Alright, hold the
like,
fuck up. This has to go on. Hold on.
He's just the whole time. He's just like flustered. He's like, I can't believe he's gonna get married.
Yeah, this is
I understand the true plight of men.
I'm gonna full screen this because this is so important.
So fucking funny.
His wife?
What?
I like
His
how his eyelashes
wife.
got extra pronounced for this. That's funny as hell.
It's really funny.
Yeah. He's just really into it. And
So,
I appreciate it.
So they get to dueling. Bastion's using an Earth deck full of monsters that don't actually exist, but sort of do exist.
Okay, I knew it. I knew it.
Well, yeah, I
these-
mean...
this like plus minus Magnet Warrior thing doesn't exist, but they did eventually retrain the original Magnet Warriors, so the
I
designs
think
are
there
kind
might
of the
be.
same.
I was watching. I was like, "There's what? This makes no sense. How would you do this in a duel?"
Well, equipping them with, like, plus equip spells or minus equip spells might actually make it work, but it's a lot more of a hassle than it's worth to run, it seems like.
The way they would do it is the same way they treat the alien cards. They would just have it be plus counters and minus counters.
Okay.
I mean, I could see like Sigma actually being a card. Maybe not positive and negative, but
Yeah, Magnet
no,
Warrior
it's-
Sigma Plus could be a card, in theory.
It's not that these cards couldn't exist or, are very obviously not real. It's just they don't exist. These are anime original cards that eventually kind of get referenced by the fact that the Magnet Warrior cards got retrained into the Electromagnet Warriors.
guess what my favorite line in this episode is?
Is it...
Bastion
Yeah.
standing there, listening to this woman talking about love and how much she loves him and stuff, and just shouting, "I'm unaffected by her carnal rays."
He's such a fucking Redditor. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's fucking funny as hell. Speaking of, I am going to show this one a little early because it's the best edit I've made this week.
Oh boy. There it is.
Spent 70k to be called a fucking Twitch sub. Never gifting again. If this doesn't win the poll, I'm gonna be so fucking mad. This came into my brain the second I saw what the plot of the episode was gonna be.
But 70,000 to be called a fucking Twitch sub. Never gifting
Did that
again.
happen? Is that a thing that happened?
That is a real thing that happened to somebody, yes.
Yeah.
I've changed all the names, but yeah, that is a real
that's
interaction.
so funny.
Do not underestimate the power of simps.
Yep.
Wish I had one.
Okay, so this duel, fucking Tanya's using a bunch of Amazoness cards. They're neat. I like them. I wish that archetype was better.
I
Yeah.
wish that archetype was good. Yeah.
And that's not pretty much a thing that exists.
They got neat designs.
I think it's incredibly funny though, that I had to do a fucking double take when this man had a monster name that was like 7 paragraphs long. I don't want to know how many takes it took for this man to scream Conduction Warrior Linear Magnum plus minus.
Yeah, that was a lot.
One of the funniest things I've heard in this dub yet.
Plus minus part is an actual symbol, so it's a little bit better. Still awful though.
It's still a nightmare name. Like, actually fucking nightmarish.
I can't believe Bastion actually lost this.
I can. He was
Yeah,
struggling
no.
with his first simp interaction.
It's like they really gave everyone a key and then went, all right, here's your first important duel. And then everyone but Judai lost.
Yep.
Not entirely true. As we'll see in a future episode.
Well, up
So
till
far,
now.
So far, everyone
till
has
now,
lost
yes.
immediately. Even fucking Zane,
Yeah,
the best
Zane.
duelist in the school.
Yeah,
lost
there's
To be fair,
there
the
is
only
seriously
reason
just
Zane
no
lost
excuse
was because
there.
he valued his brother as a human being. And that's his fault.
That is his fault. His brother sucks shit. He should have died. Who the fuck cares about the fucking roids? You care about parapsychroid? Get that shit out of here.
So the duel finally ends. Bastion loses because he starts awakening to his love of big
To
buff
his
women.
carnal
And, like,
desires.
mood.
His
Like
carnal
mood, dude,
desires.
but
Yeah.
fucking win the duel. The tiger chases everybody out, and then the dub really lays it on thick by you hearing him yell out in pain all night.
Sure does.
Then the characters mention, as they're sitting out, like camping outside the Coliseum, God, this is awful. I hate hearing him yell out in pain.
That's
You're
so
right,
They
it is
knew.
awful.
They fucking knew.
It's so funny because the sub is just like the gates closed and you just hear fucking what's her name just shout like, I got me a husband.
Yeah, she puts on this fucking cutesy voice and it's like the most unsettling shit.
Also, his yells of pain basically sound like he's fucking blasting rope all night.
Let's go.
You could have ended the sentences at his yells of pain sound like he's fucking.
shooting fucking ribbons, baby.
I'd also like to point out something that I found really funny and I somehow had not realized until now. Thank you, my lack of knowledge in Japanese. So, when Tanya pulls out her 2 decks and is just like, there's a deck of courage and a deck of knowledge, and Bastion picks the deck of knowledge, what do you think the Japanese name for courage is?
Tiger.
Yuki.
Yeah.
That's why
Oh.
Judai is the one to duel
Yeah,
against the courage deck.
Shit, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of neat.
What a bunch of hacks. They should learn to write better.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh, motherfucker. You expect good writing?
Oh, why are you insulting GX, Bridget's favorite season like that, Shibuya?
Listen,
honestly,
your
I can
favorite
insult
season?
individual episodes.
Really fucked up.
This is not your favorite series.
This
Is
is
it?
Bridget's.
Bridget's?
Yeah.
Not like just in general, but of Yu-Gi-Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
Mostly for the
wait,
stuff that
you do
happens
that.
in
You
later
do
seasons.
that like like that yearly thing where you like retweet like 1 billion images, don't
On
you?
Judai's
yeah.
birthday, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
I will say that Judai's probably the best Yu-Gi-Oh protagonist I've seen.
Okay.
He's just a silly little guy.
He's just a funny little dude. He's just a
little
funny
guy.
little guy. Don't worry about season 3 yet. You're like a year away from that.
Yeah,
he gives
that's
off
true.
like he gives off major like arrow asexual vibes.
Yeah,
He's
this
just,
man
like,
does not know what
busy
fucking is. All he
dueling.
knows is trading cards and eat hot chip.
Funny.
Basically. So, episode 37?
Episode 37.
One of the rawest fucking titles in Japanese, Human Bullet Duel, Amazoness Death Ring.
Well,
Wait, did we even talk about the duel at all?
yeah, Bastion lost, and he became a simp. We talked about it. There we go.
Yeah, you covered the important things. I don't know what else you really need to say about
Yeah,
that.
we don't really need much
What about
else
her
here.
calling him
Actually,
sugar booger?
Bastion used fake cards.
I hate it.
Bastion used fake cards. Amazon Girl used mostly real cards. Save for like 1 or 2.
Bastion
Wait,
finally
that-
comes out of the
that card
Coliseum and
effect
he's like,
with
we were
the-
dueling all night.
The card effect where they take damage, but it actually moves to the other person is real.
Yeah. The Amazon
Really?
Woman, that's a real effect.
Yeah.
That seems unfair.
Well, you can
Relatively
destroy
common
the monster by crashing into it with equal attack points, or you can destroy it with a speller trap. So there's ways around it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
it's
makes-
only
Yeah.
battle that.
What
that
about the
happens.
trap card that removes
Archers
600
is
points?
real. Archers is a very real card. Trust
And-
me.
Yeah.
It reduces your attack points by 600 and then forces you to attack.
500, and yes.
That's crazy.
Less crazy than
unfair.
you'd think.
Yeah, no, that's actually in a lot of circumstances, that's not that good.
By today's standards, not only is that not good,
Not even by today's standards, by the standards of when that episode came out versus where the card game was at.
And a lot of interactions, 500's not gonna make like the deciding difference there.
Really? Okay, interesting.
you have much to learn.
I do.
Sebastian comes out of the Colosseum a drained and beaten and broken man.
You can tell he's broken because he's drinking Tabasco sauce straight out of the bottle.
Bastion, you're all right. The body is
dueled all
weak
night.
and fleshy, but the mind is ready and willing.
Jesus fucking Christ! No! God.
Oscar's
I've
just
seen
like, all right, we're
things,
gonna throw
Jaden.
him in the lake, or we're just gonna tie some cinder blocks to his feet, and we're just gonna let him go, guy.
No, it just fucking comes out of the Colosseum like completely different personality. Like, I've seen things now, Jaden. I've done things that you wouldn't believe.
I'm no longer simply a boy, Jaden. Become a
I've
man.
become a man.
You
Jealous.
wouldn't understand.
Fellas, I felt the touch of a woman, and it was divine.
Jaden would not understand that conversation,
Yeah,
even in the slightest bit.
He would just go, I've been touched by my mom and I don't know. That came out very wrong. Fuck. Jesus Christ. This is the problem with the live format. I can't cut this shit out. Oh god. I mean, like, his mom has hugged him. Alright? Fucking relax about it.
Ooh, that's a Freudian slip.
Oy,
if there
oy,
ever
oy.
was
That's not a
one.
Freudian fucking slip. That's everybody else immediately coming to the wrong conclusion. Oy.
Oh man. I don't know.
Lose
Let's
5,000
slapped me
life points.
before. And that's not bad,
No, I've lost
actually.
2,000, but I'm going to show you this edit instead.
Redirection.
That's pretty good.
I'm
Very
literally
good.
throwing down a face down and ending my turn.
So, if I remember correctly, this is the episode where Jaden, whatever, becomes like Ultra Instinct and just starts
I thought
beating
you
the
loved
Amazon.
Jaden.
Their souls, literally, it's just like pay 100 life points. Your soul is now separated from your body, and my soul is now separated from my body, and we're gonna punch each other for another 100 life points every time a battle is conducted.
Man,
It's
when are
such
they
a
making that
dumb
tournament
effect.
legal?
It is such a dumb effect. Each time a player declares an attack with a monster, they can pay 100 life points to inflict 100 points of damage to the opponent.
They should make a card that just lets you punch your opponent in the face, square in the face.
Yeah, but like they're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, so they might smell really bad and get stuff on my hand.
Yeah, that's called poison damage. It's a strategy.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
That is burn damage, yeah.
That does remind me of when they had like that one card that forced you to like give your opponent a handshake, so people actually made it
Use
so
your
where they
friendship,
play
yeah.
and
yes,
then they
that
make
was
themselves just
degenerate
smell
play.
really bad, so you wouldn't want to do it.
Oh, it's so funny.
Yikes.
And then the fact that you can combo Use Your Friendship with Unity and be like, they have to accept the handshake.
You have to
Yeah.
accept my handshake now.
There's a reason why tournaments now enforce a very strict cleanliness policy.
Of course.
Okay. That's yeah. Okay.
It's a real thing
So-
that happened, Bio.
It's real. They
So
had to
weird.
again. They had to change the rules of that card just to be like, you have to accept to the concept of a handshake.
Yeah.
The idea of a handshake has to be accepted.
You know, metaphorically, if I played this card, would you, like, metaphorically shake my hand?
The hypothetical handshake, yes.
Now, hypothetically, let's say I were to offer you my hand and you were to shake it. Would you hypothetically agree to doing such a thing?
Sounds like an incel.
Yeah,
Trying
that's
to
Yu-Gi-Oh
talk someone
player.
into submitting.
Jesus Christ. I mean, yeah, that's Bastion. That's Bastion.
Jesus Christ.
It does.
Bridget, you don't understand. Bio's gotten a full 8 hours. He's ready to kill.
Oh no, that's bad. That's bad for me and Carl.
Yeah.
No, I'm being nice. The only person I was gonna go for was KZ today, but he's not here.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh damn.
Bullet dodged due to extenuating circumstances.
Bio's much like Jaden in this episode, gotten a taste of blood, and there's no stopping him.
Yeah.
Every round, he's just like, "All right, I'm gonna get rid of 100 life points. We're gonna beat the shit out of each other."
All right. So
I love how throughout this entire duel, Jaden's just getting more and more into the fight part of it, but is just completely ignoring the fucking
That's why
like,
he's
love
my
me.
MC. He understands how good it is to. I'm not gonna finish that sentence actually.
yeah, I've already made a terrible mistake today. You don't need to
wanna
hurt
make the
yourself this
second
way.
Freudian slip.
All right. So I've got a little game for people who only watched dub and did not watch sub, which I think at this point really only amounts to Bio.
Me.
Or
Yes, sir.
or Bridget if you
I
don't
was
already
about to say, how does neither apply in
if
this
you
game?
don't
I'm
already
very
know
curious.
it. If you don't already know it, this could be an interesting guessing game. So
Okay.
we're gonna guess the censor, everybody. So in the dub, the card that allows them to do their soul fighting is called Amazonis Arena. Now, it was not originally named Amazonis Arena. What do you think it was named? I'm gonna give you 4 options. Was it Amazonis Cage, Amazonis Grudge Match, Amazonis Battle Right, or Amazonis Death Ring?
See, the funny part of this is I
Cage.
said the actual name of the
Shh,
card.
I know you did. Shh.
I didn't hear it, but it's Cage.
You kind of ruined the point of the game before I got to do it. Unintentionally, it was very funny.
I don't know.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Was
Cage.
it-
Yeah.
Cage would make sense because 4Kids likes to censor things that are weird, but they also like to censor things like the words Death Ring. It was Amazonis Death Ring.
Yeah, I was between those two. I almost thought Death
could've
Ring was like
sworn-
too obvious,
Yeah.
so I went with Cage in my head.
Yeah, that's fair.
I sworn that they said something about a cage.
It
Uh,
is
in-
literally
in English,
the
it is-
title.
Well,
Go ahead.
Oh, they switched it to Cage.
well, no, they switched it to Arena. But it is in the actual shape of a cage, so maybe one of them said like, "Oh my God, she put him in a cage."
Okay.
Thing is,
It is
did
also
neither of you two hear when
literally in
Shorah
the
said the
title of
title
the
of the
episode.
episode?
No.
No.
The
It's
title
gonna
of
be
the episode
awful.
that I said when we started talking about this: Human Bullet Duel, Amazonis Death Ring.
Yeah, you
I heard
said
the
it, and I
bullet.
literally was like, "Fuck."
Man,
It was
you
really-
think too highly of me, Shibuya.
Oh man.
Well, I still wanted to play a fun little guessing game, regardless. Like,
Mm.
it doesn't matter if you win or lose. I just think it's fun to
Hey,
explore
yo, fuck
censorship
your
in Yu-Gi-Oh.
stupid- Fuck your stupid game. Let's talk about Clay Charge, baby. Best fucking Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Play charge.
Oh.
Anyway, rest of the episode.
There's one point where Alexis is just like, "Wow, they're fighting with a lot of zeal out there," and I had like war flashbacks to if we ever reach the patron goal for Zexel, because some people insisted it's pronounced zeal, and I was like, no, we're not there yet. No, you can't make me watch that dub. Oh God, oh fuck, oh God. That dub is really bad, like really
I
bad.
love the fact that the thing that let Jaden win in this case was the fact that he had his own Amazonis equivalent hero card.
Yeah, I like that. That's the one that evenly matches hers. It's really funny.
I honestly thought he was going to end up like fusing it in like with either Blade Edge or Avian.
Well, no.
I'm waiting for Wild Edge. I'm waiting for
Oh, did one of our
Wild Edge.
god cards get taken?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. We're gonna get to that during the
We only
ad
have
read.
one
Don't worry.
left. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's
Bio
all good.
looking at the Patreon mid.
He wants to see how close we are to Zexel.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'm excited for Zeal.
I'm not.
No,
We're what, halfway there?
Just about. If we're back up to 5Ds, yeah.
He's not-
5D's not.
Good one. Good one. That was great. Good job.
Don't
Hey,
patronize me.
So
Listen,
don't feel
don't
like I know
patronize
Shorah
me. Patronize the Patreon.
patreon.com/MillenniumMike.
So,
I don't feel like I know Shorah enough to be mean to him.
You've
I don't think that doesn't matter to you. You'll be mean randomly to anyone in your vicinity. It really doesn't matter to you.
Bio, I'd like you to go back and rewatch the fucking like 60 episodes of this podcast we've done because you've been plenty mean to me, you son of a bitch.
like,
I mean,
you
like,
were
on
mean to
purpose.
Bridget, who you barely talked
I
to.
mean, like on
What are you talking
purpose.
about? Me and Bridget are static together.
Yeah, we do talk like twice, 3 times a week, but it's
times a
like
week.
you're usually not really that mean to me in those sessions, and just randomly it's like, hey Bridget, go eat dicks, like there you go.
There are
God,
times.
What the fuck?
There are times when Bio's auto targeting will
that.
take over, and he will just have to launch an attack.
Yeah.
Bio man, I love you, but like
There was
you're a
something I
fucking
said.
goblin.
Well, okay.
Got Go back to your cave, Smelly.
Well, no, he needs to be here, and he can go back to his cave when recording's over. Fuck you.
So
There was
anyway,
something the first time that I met Shorah that he was like, "You can call me Shorah," and I was like, "Okay, Bill," or something.
Probably.
yeah, sounds about fucking right. You'd think he'd be nice to the person whose fucking username is both hid their own actual name and a fucking glorified Kingdom Hearts reference, but fucking whatever.
You?
Anyway,
We're moving
does
on. We're moving
Shorah
on. We're
sound
moving on.
like?
We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're moving on. We're
So,
moving on.
I never put that together. That it's for Sora.
Yes.
Oh,
It is.
okay.
It is meant to sound sort of like Sora, but it's literally made from my last name and middle name.
I never knew that. Nice.
Yeah, fun
We
fact.
learned.
Anyway, so Tanya gets
Bro,
fucking
okay.
defeated. Who
I don't
cares
know.
about this duel?
So
Show the next
Bastion's a
image.
furry now.
We have a couple of images on this one because Sub goes a little bit insane with this. First off, Shorah's bullet. A mistake has been made. His name is Bastion.
Oh my god. No. Oh.
First off, book is called The Simp.
Oh. Oofa doofa.
Second off, they realize what has happened here. Bastion just goes, I really was smitten by a tiger. And then Chaz just pats him on the shoulder and goes, no, she was a fine woman, wasn't she? Full well knowing that this bitch is a tiger, which led to this edit when I was watching the sub.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to put Chaz, but change the subtitles to "That's rough, buddy."
No. I need to make fun of Chaz wherever I can. Especially when he opens himself up to it.
Look, my boy just understands love and understands that his friend just had his heart broken.
I think-
He's sympathizing with him.
No. Because he's going, damn, that tiger was fine as fuck, though. Which means that he's either a furry, a freak, or both.
Well, I mean, if the shoe fits, then. Didn't take him as one who would just have sex with anything that walks, but
You didn't?
I mean, he
Hi,
has the
how's it going?
Ojamas in his
And
deck.
some people do get like really desperate.
hi, how's it going?
What?
Yeah, Zing Amazing's got it right. He plays fucking
Did you
Ojamas.
just-
He's a freak.
Well, no, the Ojamas force him to play them.
I
They're
want
in
you to
his
take a
ear
look at-
constantly.
I want you to
It
take a
just
quick
makes him
look at
submissive.
my character, and then I want you to take a look at Jazz again.
Holy
Oh, wait,
shit,
what?
Bridget.
I didn't hear you.
If he's being forced to play by like those cards by those three little gremlins, I'm sorry, that man is submissive as hell. Like, how
Submissive
do you
and
get
duelable.
forced into that? Ugh.
Bio, what Carl was telling you is, look at his art on the stream thing, and then look at Chaz next to him, and figure something.
Hey, Carl,
out.
could you talk for a little bit so your guy lights
Hey,
up
how's it
and
going?
that
What's up?
Bio can
How's
tell
it
what
going?
the art is meant to be?
Carl it up or something.
I'm not
Okay.
doing it.
All
Let's
right,
just move
moving on. Episode 38.
No.
No?
Well, actually, we can do 38 and then
I was gonna say there's nothing else.
I'm trying to think, like, because usually the ad read is about halfway. We can do one more episode and then we can do the ad read. That should be fine. All right, episode 38.
This one fucking sucked.
Yeah,
I'm
this
looking
one
at-
is the best
Well,
one.
but they all suck.
The Yar.
I'm looking at the
Arena
summary
duel.
for this one.
Yarhar, this is Bakura's voice actor. I
Why would
can't unhear it anytime he
It's
fucking
so,
talks.
It's
Oh, speaking of
unearthing
voice
no
actors,
memories.
Did we mention that the Amazon girl is Rouge the Bat?
Oh yeah,
I
her
did
voice
not-
actress would be.
I
Rouge the
did
Bat
not
for
actually put that
kids.
together when I was watching,
Wow.
but yeah, you're right.
Shit.
Fuck.
Nice catch, Bio.
Typecast, woman with big tits. Let's go.
What?
go.
Hell yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
It's
I guess.
very
was
funny.
Bridget.
What's up?
So this episode opens with
Oh.
Jaden and Cyrus having a fucking argument about some shit. Nobody gives a shit. It
No.
cuts to the fucking intro, and then when it cuts back from the intro, suddenly we're at the dock with a fucking pirate captain.
Shorah, in the sub, this is a genuine fucking argument that they're having. In the dub, it's like he traded Cyrus's bed for a card. What the fuck ever. In the sub, it's like, we're having shrimp tempura. And you ate it, didn't you? You ate my shrimp. And I'm like, if a bitch ate my shrimp tempura and we didn't have that much, I would also be fucking
You ate
livid.
my fried shrimp.
Yeah.
You know I love it. No, you don't. You left it off on the side. You weren't eating it because I was saving it for last.
I mean, I would do... Listen,
you guys
sometimes
save-
food is so good you can save it for last, and it's worth it.
I feel
So
like
do
the
you guys
dub
eat your food
butchered
one at a
this
time?
episode.
Or do you eat like little bits of each in like a circle?
I usually
little
like
bit
to mix per bite, so I get a little bit of everything. But if there's like one thing that I know is going to be really good and I want to savor it, I'll have a little bit with the food and then save some for last.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
eat it all together at once?
Usually I like to do that, yeah.
Oh.
It really depends. If I know two things are gonna taste good together and like aren't going to fuck up some mouthfeel or something, yeah, I'll eat them together at the same time. But like,
Mhm.
if it's like two wildly different textures, no, I'm eating that shit individually, one after another.
Sometimes
Oh,
you also
okay,
know
so-
if like one thing's just going to completely overpower the other thing. It's like might as well just eat
Yeah.
them separate. There's
I like
basically
to.
That's
no
fair.
point.
I like to take my time, savor every bite, savor every morsel, treasure it.
I eat relatively quickly, so
Yeah, me too.
it's
Yeah.
I honestly I don't know why I eat so quickly,
My
but,
wife
like, my
always,
partners have
always
pointed this
calls
out
me
multiple times.
the rat from Ratatouille. The dad.
Remy?
No, not
Why,
the one
oh,
because
Remy?
I don't
Ratatouille.
Why,
I
oh,
don't do
Remy!
the because I don't put my food together or like savor it. I'm like the old grumpy dad that's like food is fuel. If you get picky about what you put in the tank, it'll run out. My wife's always quotes that at me.
That is really funny.
That's pretty funny.
But
So,
when
anyway,
your kids are old enough to watch
so this dude
Ratatouille
in
and
the
understand it, your
submarine-
wife is just gonna be like, "Look, that's your dad."
Dad the rat.
So this dude in the submarine shows up with the most overblown fucking microphone in the goddamn world.
It's funny.
oh yeah.
Oh no, it's funny until it happens 7 times in a fucking row.
I mean, yeah, at first
And I'm
it is
like,
funny.
God, my ears fucking hurt.
This episode sent me into a dissociative state really
Oh.
fucking early on.
And he's just shouting about, I challenge you to a dark duel. And everyone's like, a dark duel? Because of course the beginning part gets cut off. And
Yeah.
what he's actually been saying is a shark duel.
I thought that was really funny.
So the dub kind of butchers any fucking semblance of plot to this episode. In the
Yeah.
Japanese, the admiral's like, "Hey, I'm a little interested in the sacred beasts."
Not a
In the
little
dub, he's-
interested. He's literally like, "I'm going to plunder your mythic demon cards. They will be
Yeah.
mine."
In the dub, he just wants to duel Jaden. And Jaden gets really fucking like upset and angry because he thinks this guy is a Shadow Rider, despite there being no semblance, no indication that he's a Shadow Rider.
To be fair, if a random dude comes up and challenges you specifically, and everybody who's
No,
come up
yeah,
and
I get
challenged
it.
you specifically in the past 4 weeks has been evil and wanted the key around your neck, I also think it would be a safe assumption.
Going back
So-
to the argument really quick. The fact that he traded his roommate's bed for a card.
Yeah, the dub is
That's
very stupid.
extremely
Really
fucking
funny.
funny.
And I just said, damn, you guys weren't kidding when you called these cardboard crack.
I
He
mean,
needs
yeah.
another fix. He needs some of that
that hit.
Thunder Nyan.
He needs a hit.
So anyway, they
No,
get
I'm
on.
sorry, Nyan.
That's how
Oh,
Cyrus
that's what I was
says
gonna
it, so I'm gonna
reference.
continue saying
Yeah,
it.
Nyan. I made a
Ugh.
note of that in the first episode of like that. Oh, that hurt.
Nyan nyan.
It's really bad. Anyway, they get on the sub.
Nyan.
And by they I mean Jaden, fucking Alexis, and Chaz, and Bastion.
Yes.
And then the guy whips out his fucking Mako Tsunami ripoff deck with a legendary ocean. He stole one of Carl's 700 copies of it.
Yeah.
One of my
How do you-
98
how do-
copies of it.
Now, speaking of a legendary ocean, did you know this bitch had another name in Japanese? I sure didn't. So,
I didn't.
I would like you all
Is
to
it
guess
just-
what you think it is called. You don't get multiple choice on this one.
I know what
See,
it is.
the funny part of me wants to go Advanced Umi. But no, it's like Atlantis. Guaranteed.
You think?
Bye
Okay.
up, Bridget.
Otter.
You can go next, Bridget.
I actually have no idea. Fucking
Just
What
throw
was the
something
Water.
out there.
I don't know.
What was the question?
What do you think a legendary ocean is called in the original Japanese? Because that is not its original name.
I'd probably
I can
say
like hear
something like
gears in Bio's head turning.
Atlantis, the legendary city, or something.
Okay.
Pretty much spot on.
That's because I looked at the wiki.
Fuck you!
fuck it. It was supposed to be a guess. Come on.
You didn't play the game. You didn't put in the time. You fucking cheated. It's called
I'm
the
so
legendary city of Atlantis. Fuck you, Bio. I was gonna be so proud of you, and then you just fucking threw that all away.
It won't be the first time.
Next card questionnaire, all of them are hard mode. Congratulations. Guaranteed.
Yeah, I can't say anything about that.
Yeah, during the ad break, I'm gonna direct people to the Patreon where it should be live now for patrons, but
Let's go.
ooh, it's gonna be an interesting one.
Yeah.
So I
if
thought-
they-
Oh, we should do a poll before we put it up. Poll the Patreon. See what they
Oh.
think is gonna happen.
Ooh, well, it's already up. I scheduled it for 3 o'clock.
Fuck.
Oh, well.
What
So
were you about to say, Carl?
I thought that the whole thing with the phantasm cards, the ancient phantom gods or whatever the fuck, was that
Sacred
literally
beasts.
no one else knew about them. I thought that they were like a hidden secret that only the headmaster and this evil group knew about.
I mean,
And then this pirate dude shows up and he's like, I want the phantasm cards.
dude's a pirate. I don't know. Maybe he heard about it on the black market or some shit.
I assume we'll get more lore on them in the next few episodes.
Maybe
imagine
one
so.
of the Shadow Riders just told them because they thought it'd be funny.
That would be
At
fun.
this
yeah.
point, I wouldn't put it past
That
them.
would be funny.
This episode sucks.
No, the orca makes Chewbacca noises, and that gives it at least some value.
The entire time while you've been talking about this episode, I've just been very distracted by the Pong game going on in front of Carl.
I know. I keep staring at it every now and then. It's really good.
I'm like, oh,
Nice.
ADHD's a fucking problem. I
Pay
can't stop
attention, kids.
looking.
So
Yeah.
they get on the submarine, the lights go out, Jaden immediately assumes, oh fuck, it's a shadow game. And he gets really fucking angry. Like, kind of like absurdly angry at this poor admiral dude who's just like, I just wanted to do, I just want to find somebody. to help
I
me
didn't
build
want
my
a
own
dark
school."
game. I wanted a shark game. And all his friends are like, well, wait, why did the dome get dark when he started the duel? And they're like, sir, we fixed the lights in the cabin.
It is, to be fair, that is a really funny bit, but also this joke makes way more sense in Japanese, where Judai's just like, Yami no game! And then this guy's like, Umi no game! And then they scream that at each other for 30 full fucking seconds, back and
Yeah.
forth with the same cut.
Yeah, they just keep going. And I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God.
So the admiral activates the legendary ocean, and Jaden thinks he's about to drown in air.
He is stupid, to be fair.
He is stupid as
He's
shit.
RMC, but he
it's-
is dumb as a rock.
It's like when the first Avatar movie came out and 3D technology was like super new and it was the best of the 3D technology at the time. And that scene where they burn the tree down happens.
Yeah.
All that fucking dust
So-
everywhere genuinely made me feel like I was choking for a minute.
So this dude
Kinda
is just
fucked up.
like, well, there's nothing really at stake in this game. But then he gets mad at Jaden for saying he can't give him the phantasm cards because he doesn't have them and doesn't like, there's no way he can get them. And he's just like, well, you know what? I want to build, my dream is to have a real dual academy under the ocean, Bioshock style. And I'm going to
What?
make sure that you're the top student, Jaden. Because if I win, you come to my school.
Are you confusing dub and sub here?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because in the dub, this guy is actually just... This guy has been sent to scout for...
I mean, you should know I'm only watching sub, so of course I'm only talking about what happens in the sub.
I'm
Well,
gonna
you
be real
pulled
with
out
you.
the dub plot because the guy is like, we're going to make the Duel Academy
that-
campus underwater. You see,
Shibuya,
under
Shibuya,
a
Shibuya,
dome, and
Shibuya,
I want
Shibuya,
you.
Shibuya. I don't know how to tell you this. He says that in Japanese too.
I dissociated for that one. That's fine.
Yeah,
Honestly,
he
I
flat out
spent this
says in
entire-
Japanese, my dream is to have an undersea dual academy, and in order for it to be real, I need the phantasm cards.
Is he
I
like
spent
licensed to scout dual students like that? Because I
No.
feel like he isn't.
Oh, he's
Probably
just
not.
abducting kids.
No, he's like can I talk about that? Never mind.
What?
Oh
Yes.
no.
What's up?
Uh-oh.
Say he's like Kanye when he's trying to
No!
create his own
Oh,
like.
Oh no!
That's
Fucking
vile.
Donda Academy!
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
I mean, he owns a sub. Probably
He
rich.
is a sub.
Oh.
The dub has a
I-
very good line. Oh, go ahead, Shorah.
Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I spent like this entire episode waiting for them to do some big reveal thing where it was actually just gonna be the headmaster from the fucking North Academy.
I
in
thought
a
so
weird
too.
ass costume.
For
Like,
for
I
a
saw
while,
the
I
sub
thought.
and I saw the guy's face, and I was like, this just looks like the North Academy headmaster in a shitty costume.
No, that's just them saving on character design by using same face.
That's just
Yeah.
called Yu-Gi-Oh! Face syndrome, baby.
A little bit. But there's a bit in the dub that I found incredibly funny for no reason, mostly because of how stupid it was, where where this guy is like, "You'll be my number 2 in the underwater duel academy. I'll pay ye 1,000 doubloons." And then Bastion just screams, 1,000 doubloons? That's like $1 million fucking dollars. And I'm like, are these real currency? Is he not bullshitting in pirate talk? What the fuck?
Genuine Spanish doubloons can be anywhere
Alright,
between
doubloons.
$289 to $4,500. I looked it up.
He bought his own minted coins.
It depends on if you're getting paid for the price of the gold itself or the price of it on its historic value.
I don't think
It's
4Kids
so-
look that shit up. I think they just
It's so
stumbled
funny
into
because
that.
the sub, he's just a rich asshole. He's just some rich asshole who's like, I'll buy out, kid. How much you want? 1 million, 2 million, 1 billion? Bastion's
I
like,
wouldn't have been able
take
to
the
resist
fucking
that
money.
shit if I were
Take the
Jaden.
money, Jaden. And he's like, I'm not taking the fucking money. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I would not have been able to fucking resist that shit if I were him.
Yeah.
I would
been
have been
like,
like,
fuck-
shit,
Again.
sure.
He's RMC, but he is dumb.
I would have been
I'll
like,
become
fuck
the
the
Yu-Gi-Oh!
sacred
equivalent of a
beast.
fucking splicer, sure.
I also do like the line that I forget who specifically says it, but somebody just goes, "That's a lot of booty," and then Bastion literally goes, "Beg your pardon?" Fucking
I know
excuse
I'm
me?
thick, but come the fuck on, man. Not
No,
here, not the
I
time.
think it's him still suffering from being a simp, and he's just like, "Ass where?"
Ass? Titties? I want to suck mad titties?
Oh, if we remade that but with Bastion, that would be the funniest shit.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no, you're making me want to do that.
I need to
Fuck.
suck mad titties.
Jesus.
I wasn't expecting Neo Bubble Man to show up in this, but I guess it makes sense.
It's
Bad
Illegal.
card for a bad episode.
I thought, but the sub never mentions it, so I don't know. But I thought that that's what the dub was setting up with the whole like, oh yeah, I traded your bed for a new card, Sai. I thought it was going to be that Neo Bubble Man was the new card.
Or metamorphosis or something.
Yeah,
But
Metamorphosis. That's
Ugh.
so fun. It's so funny. Metamorphosis, one of the most broken cards ever printed, probably banned for like 15 plus years. Fucker only uses it to summon Neo Bubble Man.
yes,
Yep.
Yeah, fucking bubble man.
This episode was bad, so I made the worst edit I could, which is to say I was lazy and I just slapped fucking chains and illegal on it. Fuck you.
Illegal.
to be fair, yeah. Because Metamorphosis was banned in the TCG, literally, that is the only way you can summon Neo Bubble Man, so he was physically unplayable.
Very
Put
funny.
this man in jail.
That killer whale though, with the cannon coming out of his mouth, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it made Chewbacca
like
noises. It
that.
was very funny.
I do like the
Though-
funny orca.
I do have one minor fun fact
Day
about
Dallas.
this episode. The fucking deck that he's using, this water deck. Apparently, they must have liked this deck so much that they decided for the GX Tag Force games that your starter deck would be a water deck vaguely like this, with the Orca Mega Fortress in it.
Well, yeah, it's
But,
'cause
like,
Invoke
barely
Mega
any spell
Fortress is a
card.
pretty good card.
It's not a good starter deck, though. It's really bad.
I mean, yeah.
Your best card is fucking, it's like Mutant Amphibian or something.
Okay.
Ugh.
Bio, I have a very, very important question for you.
Hmm.
Which would you rate higher? Regular Bubble Man or Neo Bubble Man?
Neo.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. This man,
At least
for
Neo
no
Bubble Man
reason,
has a
hates
neat
Bubble
looking
Man.
Design.
But Bubble Man's like one of
The
the best
design-
ones. It's
Shut
literally a
up,
pod
Bridget,
with green
shut your
legs.
fucking mouth. Shut
His
up.
reasoning is literally, oh, why does it let him draw two? That's stupid.
And he looks dumb. Have you seen him? He looks like a fucking.
Listen, I will
You're just
give
a
you
fucking
that.
hater.
Original Bubble
You're
Man
such a
does
fucking
look dumb.
hater.
He also hates
Okay.
Time Wizard. Fucking yeah, he's a
but
little
I
hater.
hadn't-
Yeah, he hates chance cards. He hates fun.
Okay.
You're such a
One of
fucking dad. You're so boring, Christ.
He is literally. Oh my god.
Mm. Your time will come, Bridget. Just wait.
Oh fuck.
Okay.
Jesus.
Oh yeah. All right.
You look so lame.
So, fucking a legendary ocean lets him summon the orca first turn without tribute. That's cool. It's a neat card.
We can just say bad episode, bad duel. We can just say that.
Okay, but like, I will cover one thing. He summons Levia Dragon Daedalus, one of the fucking structure deck monsters, and I actually like. I like that card. It's kind of cool.
I like Daedalus.
That was
I
a
had the
that was a
Ocean
cool
Dragon
structure
Lord
deck.
Neo Daedalus and a large version of it somewhere.
I like that they're using the actual GX era structure decks that came out. Or
Well,
at least, like, the
I assume the
iconic
structure
monsters
decks are
from them.
based on these episodes.
Probably. I don't know the timing at which they fucking came out, but they were neat, you know. Anyway, the fucking admiral tries to trick Jaden into coming back with him by saying his friends left without him. Jaden steals a boat and goes back and like promises he'll get Cyrus a new bed, but who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Let
fucking.
Cyrus sleep on the floor like a dog. Give Pharaoh his bed.
Well, I'm sure Banner gave Pharaoh his own bed years ago. And I'm sure Pharaoh just still sleeps on Banners despite that.
Hey, Bridget, I have
you
a
know
really serious
Pharaoh
question
sleeps
for
on
you.
Banner's face.
Bridget, I have a question for you.
What's up? What's up, buddy?
Why do you like GX?
It's funny.
Because these episodes are just like, wow, people said GX is good.
Hey Carl, do you remember which one is next?
I do remember which one is next.
It's the best
only
one of
good
this set. It's really
Yeah.
fucking good. This is a 9.
Let's fucking go.
All right.
Let's
Before that,
fucking go.
I
though.
knew it. My original. Oh wait. Yeah, never mind. Let's do ad break.
Before that, we're hitting our funny little ad break. It's ad time, baby. All right. So, motherfuckers, this is a very disorganized episode. So we're just gonna try to keep this brief, keep this rolling. We have a Twitter, twitter.com/MillenniumMike. We use that to post previews for episodes sometimes, post memes from the episodes, post thumbnail images like illegal Neo Bubble Man over there. We'll tease new guests when we have them. Sometimes that is where you find out that Bridget has decided to invade because we just were like, it'd be funny, do it.
I was about to say invade. You asked me.
Now, invade because we asked you to invade, to be fair.
I didn't ask.
And then on that Twitter, sometimes we
Okay.
will make tweets where it's just like, hey, tell us about this thing that you like. Like, tell us about your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh cards that are, I don't know, fucking fusion monsters or whatever. And then you respond to that, and then we'll put out some stuff related to it, like the Millennium Microphone Bios Card Questionnaire, a quiz
Yeah.
testing Bios' knowledge of fan-submitted Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That last tweet that we put out, I took submissions from people in that tweet and used those to set up 10 questions for Bio to answer about various Yu-Gi-Oh cards and Yu-Gi-Oh trivia. So that'll be out right now for patrons. You can go and watch that. Patreon.com/MillenniumMike. That will then come out next week for non-patrons. And hey, if this does well and if people like the format, we'll make this a regular thing. This is a much more editing light project. So in off weeks between Master Sagas and Deck Marches, this is fun, easier content that we can put out that hopefully is still enjoyable for you guys. So if you like it, be sure to let me know, and I will keep just asking you guys to submit your stuff, because we had some good submissions in that tweet. It was
Yeah,
very
it was a lot
funny. On top of that, we do have our Patreon, patreon.com/MillenniumMike. There you can get our movie commentary tracks for Pyramid of Light and Dark Side of Dimensions. There you get archives of past stream VODs. There you get exclusive access to Deck March, Master Saga, Bios Card Questionnaire a week early, before the public. Very important. And we have stretch goals to watch more Yu-Gi-Oh! So, earlier this week, we fell underneath the 5Ds goal, but very fortunately, people came in, we got some new patrons, and we are back on track for that. So, If you want to watch us reach Zexal, maybe eventually reach Arc V, and then maybe, like, once we reach Arc V, we'll talk about Vrains, we'll talk about Sevens, we'll talk about, what is the new one? Go Rush?
Go Rush.
Yeah.
There's another?
Yes, he's an alien.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
This is a train that's never stopping. It prints too much money.
Choo-choo.
If you're interested in that, you can go check that out. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to all those benefits. But we have some extra benefits for higher tiers, such as our Blue Eyes White Dragons, our $25 tier. Get their names on screen right now and in the description of every episode. Thank you very much to you guys. Continued support is very much appreciated. Pong should be underneath that. Hold on. Right there. Let's go.
Still
On
going.
top of that, yeah, and no, it's going for the rest of the episode. It's very funny. On top of that, we have our $50 tier, our Forbidden Ones. Thank you so much to Amew the Fox and Teletraan 4.
Yo, thank you guys.
And we have our limited tier, our exclusive access tier, our God cards. So I did mention that we fell underneath the 5Ds goal this week because one of our God cards had to drop, which I understand. It's the holiday season. Things are going to be rough for everybody for a bit. But we had somebody fill in one of those slots, which is much appreciated, and it got us back on track. So thank you so much to Etriax and ShinyMew.
Thank you very much.
And
I love you all equally.
even if
Some of you more than others.
okay, you don't have to. Even if you cannot contribute financially, word of mouth helps us out a lot. Word of mouth just helps the podcast to grow, helps us to feel more confident in giving you guys more content, and we appreciate your support a lot, genuinely. Always helps. Also, little update. We are now available on Amazon Music as well as all of our other usual platforms. So
Yo.
I had somebody at the Mill Mike Twitter and just be like, hey, do you guys think you could be on Amazon Music at some point? And I was like, let me see. And that process was actually relatively easy. So that's done. If you need someplace else to listen to us, or if you're like not subscribed to Spotify anymore and you don't want to listen with ads and shit, that's fine. We're there as well. You have all of our current available streaming platforms on screen on the YouTube version. So yeah, if you want to check us out there, you can. I think that's basically everything up to this point. Yeah, let's use this ad time. Bridget, where can the people follow you?
Twitch.tv/BriskKitty. It's got a particular spelling because the one I wanted was fucking taken, because of course it was.
Yeah,
so
I feel that.
I'm gonna put that in the chat for people.
Yeah, in the chat for live viewers, and then as always, when we have guests, it'll be in the description. So please go follow her, friend of the show, who has been on more than any other single guest host.
Yeah, that's 3 episodes. I think that's the most.
Yeah.
Third one wasn't exactly intended, but we'll make do.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we'll take jump scare co-hosts because it's always fun.
Don't forget to check out the weekly jam. Brisket's on it.
Yeah, Weekly Jam will be back soon once again. Schedules are fucky-wucky, but once schedules are unfucky-wucky, it will return. And it will continue to be really fucking entertaining. Like, I don't even work on this show. This show existed before KZ was on GX, but like, God, it's funny as fuck.
Don't forget to check out the Mill Mike
Would a
Saga.
non-Yu-Gi-Oh player understand it if they watch it?
Yes.
I mean, Alto isn't really as familiar with the card game, so you have that
Neither is
perspective on it
Jordan.
as well.
Like
No, Jordan's
Jordan's
trying to be a tryhard on there.
trying, not play succeeding, but trying. No, it's very much like 2 people who've been with the game for basically like almost its entire lifespan, and 2 people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. So it's got appeal for everyone in there. Truly.
You know, absolute worst case, you can always just like ask people what the fuck is going on, because like there are some aspects of the game that are hard to grasp at a glance. Anybody else got anything to say before I cut to the Dipships ad for a bit?
Don't forget to check out the Millennium Microphone Master Saga, or M3S, or me and Shibuya duel each other.
Yeah, we will be putting out a new episode of that at some point. The next one is being edited right now by Amazing G Guy. So please be patient. He's got a lot of editing work that he needs to do, a lot of which is for dipships. So.
Also, don't forget to check out the Dipships Humble Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series, or D-Ships. I'm currently on a win streak.
Hell yeah.
felt very important to mention that bit, huh?
Very important to mention the for once.
Sometimes you gotta take your dubs where you can.
I think I'm 2 or 3 away from catching up to BM at this point.
All right, I'm gonna cut us over to Dipships. We'll see you at the end of the ad break, everybody.
Do you enjoy boating? How about listening to some friends tell a few stories and talk about their weeks? Then I've got just the podcast for you. Dipships, the legitimate boating podcast. Every week, Carl, PM, and Medi get together and tell their favorite stories and recap what's been going on in their lives. And talk about boating too, I guess. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Podbean. And we'll see you on the Nautical Mile.
You should have said that.
What's up?
You should have promoted that, Shorah.
I mean, it's not super Yu-Gi-Oh related, but like,
So?
Hi.
Neither is Dipships.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
not
shit,
true.
you're right.
the ads are for like Mill-Mike related content and also co-host content. So like,
You
if
know what?
anybody
Yeah,
wants to promote shit on
fuck
there,
it.
just fucking tell me.
Fuck it. Let me just do this real quick. Hi, I'm currently doing a series of art where I draw Pokemon, but as Heartless from Kingdom Hearts. I'm running it as a thing where people can vote for what Pokemon they want me to do next. I recently did a Politoed Heartless, and before that I did Mega Mewtwo as a Heartless. I just put up the poll for the next one. There's 6 choices. Go vote in the poll and have fun. The choices are Arctivish, Suicune, Kofagrigus, Joltik, Cosmoem, or Greninja. This is going to be a really close poll. I can feel it now because these choices are all really good.
If you're not watching live, go to the description, go to Shorah's Twitter, and then go vote in the poll. Thank you.
I also put it in the Twitch chat, so there you
Well,
go.
yeah, but for the non-live
yes.
viewers, you gotta account for that.
That's. I mean, by the time, well, actually, yeah,
It
no,
goes
by the
up
time this
tomorrow,
comes
but
out, it'll
still.
fucking- that the poll will be ended by then. But you know,
You
I'll
could
be
have
doing
fucking
these a
told me
lot, so
that.
just-
God damn it.
Sorry, that was my fault.
No, it's fine.
Twitter.com @Shorah_art. Just go there.
It's
I'll
in
be
the
posting
description.
these every so often.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. All right. Oof. All right.
39.
It's time for Kino episode 39.
It's episode 39, fellas.
It's
Fellas.
time. I can't do this.
It's
voice.
time to go to work.
I want you all to know that originally, when we realized we were going to do a series covering GX, we had 2 people that we had reached out to for potential guest slots who said, please have me on for the Don Zalug episode. 2 different people.
So sad.
And both of them had to cancel due to scheduling conflicts, like weeks before this. And then we
Don
had
Zalug
another
is the
surprise
cursed
guest who had to
episode.
cancel because of emergencies. So, I think Don Zalug is just cursed. He's funny, but he's
Yeah.
cursed.
It seems like he's the most cursed episode that we've ever had.
But also the funniest. He brought life to this set of episodes.
Well, I mean, For the dub, yeah.
Song.
I mean, yeah, in the sub it's very normal, but like, God, that dub. What a choice. What a good fucking choice.
The whole plot of, all right, it's me, the detective, Detective Zalug. I'm
Hi
here
there.
to help you hide your keys. Put them in a place you think is safe. Who's that suspicious guy? Oh, that's Gorg, our maintenance man.
Gorg.
Hey, I'm Gorg. I
No.
have a face scar and a
No,
real
no,
name.
no. You're speaking in full sentences. That is not Gorgcore.
Right.
Gorg
Gorg.
core?
Gorg.
Yeah, Gorg does not speak in full sentences.
Gorg have face scar.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Gorg wish wife would come back from war.
Aw.
Gorg divorced.
They took
No.
Gorg's wife in the divorce.
Gorg kill wife.
Gorg
Gorg
does not
sad.
know what divorce means.
Gorg just like,
Aw.
wife go to court and wife leave Gorg. Gorg sad.
No.
Big
Gorg
bird
didn't
swoop
deserve
down,
that.
steal wife, fly away with. Gorg sad.
Gorg wife taken by Tanya.
Man.
Fair enough.
Gorg hope she
Man.
happy now.
Oh.
Live your best life.
Gorg would just be like, Gorg hope wife happy.
God fucking damn it, Gorg is just that thing from High on Life going, let's do it.
No, he's not. Don't. Don't.
Hey, Gorg, you painting the banisters? Let's do it.
God fucking damn it. God fucking. Oh, you're making me want to make a Yu-Gi-Oh! Bridge thing type thing where he just goes, where it's just like, oh, that's Gorg, the janitor. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
You're making me want to just take the
It's so
audio
fun.
from that bit of High on Life and put it over that scene.
Oh my god.
Oh, remind me to do that later. I might just
I
do
hate
it.
the fucking game so much.
Yeah, the game is bad, but let's do it as the one good bit. Oh, God. Let's do it.
So all of the plot of the episode is the Dark Scorpions, the monster cards, all exist as real people who've been going to this school and working at this school for a hot minute. And they did that specifically to steal these keys at some point.
Yeah. And?
Isn't there one that like pretends to be a student and they're like, oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
fucking Jerry or whatever. He's been here the
Yeah,
whole
it's
year,
Chick.
right?
Well, hold on,
He
because
has-
I forgot his name. It's
It's
written.
Chick.
He has
Chick
like
the
the
yellow.
worst fucking voice actor.
Yeah,
in the
Chick's
dub.
VA is almost as bad as literal child
Oh,
voicing
so
Fire
bad in
Emblem
the-
looking
This
ass.
This
It
is the
was
one
really
episode
fucking
that I
bad.
watched dub and sub because I needed to hear the Don Zalug.
Yeah, that's
But,
fair.
Like,
Hello,
man,
it's
fucking
me,
they call- first
Don
off,
Zaloo.
they call Chick CK for some reason. They call him CK. And
They
his
probably just
VA
didn't
is
wanna call
like
it Chick.
fucking abysmal. Literally the worst we've heard in a hot minute in this dub.
It's
God.
really fucking bad.
So one of the big differences, because you know, they of course all their keys get stolen from their special spots that all of the Dark Scorpions saw them put them in.
That was so stupid.
Okay, but it was funny. It was just like, intruder,
know.
who's that?
And they're like, all right, well, we got to figure out who stole it. And Chaz is like, I know who stole it. They're in this room and I'll prove it.
Oh, good. You're about to discuss the funniest difference.
Mhm. So in the sub, everyone starts talking about like, well, you know, I found this piece of evidence by where my key was hidden. And Chaz goes, you should take more care of things. I cleaned that up. Alexis goes, yeah, I found a press-on nail, and of course the one female Dark Scorpion's like, oh shit, my nail fell off, and Chaz is like, you should clean up your room more often. I cleaned that up. I threw it out. Don't worry. The professor's like, I found footprints by my safe, and he's like, I cleaned the footprints up.
He's just like, man, you know you're not supposed to wear shoes in here. It's slippers only. I fucking cleaned the dirt off your floor. Fuck off.
I patched the hole that was in your guy's wall. You should take more care of your room since it's rented. And in the sub, it's the reverse. Chaz is saying like, so what's the evidence you guys found? And everyone else is saying that they did that.
And
I'm
the
like,
dub tries to make Chaz competent. Meanwhile,
so
the sub
funny.
is just like, Chaz is so fucking stupid.
It's so funny. They're like, yeah, he's the most competent one here. The subs, he's just like, none of that's real evidence. That's stupid. That's not how I know who it is. I know who it is because I snuck my Ojamas in with all the cards, with all the keys. Every key I put in Ojama, and they're my witnesses.
And then he just goes, and then these losers were watching my room, and he tries to be like fancy and take this deck of zero attack monsters and shuffle them, and then he fumbles the entire bag.
It's so fucking
It's so
funny.
good.
And of course, they're like, of course, we are the Dark Scorpions, bandits, stealing the keys. And there's another difference here. In the dub cut out a very funny
It's funny the
joke
first couple times, and then it starts getting old.
where the Dark Scorpions all just sort of keep saying the line, that's how the Dark Scorpion burglars operate after being insulted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So everyone just goes, that's not really very sneaky of you. That's how the Dark Scorpions are. That's how we roll.
Sounds like
and
you
then-
guys are
just
pretty
what we
inept.
do.
That's how the Dark Scorpions operate.
yeah, they do their fucking Ginyu Force pose and shit.
They do it 4 times. If
Yeah.
you're wondering, they do it 4 times and then end it on a 5th in the last part of the episode.
Well, that 5th one is really good, to be fair. I'd also like to take a moment to note the sub name of the episode: Detective Thunder versus the Black Scorpion Grave Robbers.
God, that's good.
What a fucking name.
What would you call the opposite of the Battle of the Minds? Because that's what I remember this episode being.
Yeah, pretty much.
Battle of the Brainlets.
That's good.
Thank you.
So the duel, of course, because they're like, you have to. They stole the keys and they put them in. They're like, why aren't they working? Clearly, we need something else. And of course, the kids tell him, you got to beat us in a duel. So of course, Don Zalug challenges Chaz, and he's just like, my first move is gonna be setting this flip effect monster in face up defense.
Yep.
Yeah, we're doing great.
Uh,
Yeah, this is all good.
list of cards I never thought I'd see again. Yep, Fiend Sanctuary was up there. And then
Yeah.
Chaz just sort of has it and uses it for an armed dragon play, and I'm popping off because I'm like, wow, that's a good
Honestly?
use of Fiend Sanctuary.
Honestly, it's fucking Fiend Sanctuary for this era. Not bad. Not a bad card at all.
Yeah,
You
a
can
token.
easily
Pretty
mitigate
good.
the worst of its fucking effects by just using your tokens for
Yeah, just a
tributes and
token
shit.
for a free tribute on turn 2 is not a bad idea.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to these episodes.
I
That's
did.
my.
This
that's
one
of the
was
notes that I
good,
made.
Bio.
I know that was my intro quote at first. Was, of course, I dissociate between during like the actual good episodes.
Well, good episode. 40's not great, but we'll get to that.
Just fucking man.
I mean, I have
Yeah.
opinions. We'll see.
So like all the Dark Scorpions have their own little effects, and they're like, "Ha, yeah, we really fucked you up, kid. This is our unbeatable combo." And I'm like, "You guys really didn't set him back that much."
He
Like,
still
at
has 2
all.
cards in his hand, which means he's
You
not dead
guys-
yet.
You guys really didn't do much of anything, actually.
Yeah,
Well,
would it-
that's
would
how
it-
we roll.
Would it shock you to hear that Dark Scorpion, not a very good archetype?
Yeah.
Not a surprise in the slightest.
The longest lasting remnant of the Dark Scorpions is fucking Trap Dust Shoot.
They're still funny.
They are funny. They're very funny.
Oh, the
Yes,
phone's
although-
back.
Yeah,
The only
that's
other
why Palm is
good
there, by the way.
Bump, bump, bump.
Bum bum.
Palm.
I swear to God, one of these is gonna get a score. I swear to God.
It's a GIF.
No,
No.
we're not getting into this debate, and also you're wrong.
So, this I love how this fucking duel starts off as an armed dragon duel and then quickly turns into fuck it, I gotta use my real archetype, Ojamas.
I clapped. I pogged. I like the Ojamas a lot. They're stupid,
Here,
but they're funny.
here
Stupid.
you go. Have these fucking tokens that just take up space on your field.
It's like, here's these tokens. They're useless and stop you from doing what you actually want to do.
It's so good. That's literally the playstyle of fucking Ojama too. Their entire goal is just, hey, you see these slots on your field, you can't use them anymore. Fuck
Yeah,
you.
and then it's the fact that the tokens then deal damage to you if they are destroyed is the funniest shit.
That's actually. Do you guys know why they're called Ojamas?
I don't.
It's like it's based on a on the
Like a
Japanese
Japanese
phrase called like
thing.
Ojamashimashita or something, which is basically just sorry for intruding because they're literally going on your field and being annoying.
That's so perfect. Holy
Really
shit.
funny.
And oh god, like certain cards, like I think it's like Oja Muscle and basically the thing that makes an Ojama is just starting with Oja. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why he's Ojama King. That's so smart.
It's like Oja Muscle, Oja Magic, I think is one
Yeah,
of them.
Oja
Yeah.
Muscle, Oja Magic, Ojama Delta Hurricane. I had a bunch of Ojama cards as a kid. I'm trying to remember if there are like any others that just start with Oja.
I mean, there's a shitload of newer Ojama cards now, and like, oh, I saw this the other day. I have to fucking see if I can find it again. There's a new Neos fusion card.
Oh, the one
Let's
with
let's
Arm
not
Dragon?
let's not talk about Neos yet.
About what?
Don't worry
Don't
about it.
Don't worry about it.
All right, let me put it a different way. There's a new fucking armed dragon elemental hero fusion.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
That seems
Wow.
fucking awesome. Bio,
Oh,
don't
man.
patronize the armed dragons, dude.
Oh, wow.
Bio, are you saying that because you're like, I don't know what either of those things are in the arc where we introduced both of those things in the last couple of episodes? Where we've
So,
seen those in both
what
of these
episode are we
episodes?
on?
We are still on 29. Or
Okay.
I'm sorry, 39.
39.
Hmm.
Oh man, Joltik fans, you better do better.
Okay,
I
Alright.
vote behind Sweet
Um,
Coon.
all right. There's a point where Don Zalug just screams "blast
Get me,
attack," and I'm like, "Those are guns, Donathan. Donathan Zalug. Those are just guns you're firing at this child."
Here goes.
You are
my
shooting
attack.
this child.
I
No, he's
shoot
not.
you
He's missing in either
in the
direction, but it
face.
still does damage.
This is my special attack. I shoot you in the face. I mug you on 31st Street.
Why 31st Street?
A lot of bad
Because
things happen on 31st Street.
That's where my house is.
That's where I ran down that family of 5. So, of course, he ends up discarding Oja
Oh,
magic.
yes, please. I'd
Yeah.
like
And
to
lets
report
him get
incident.
all of the Ojamas, and then he draws Polymerization to bring out one of the best cards to ever exist, Ojama King.
Oh, Jama King's really fucking
Important
strong.
question.
Yeah.
Important question. Was anyone else taken by surprise by Ojama King's fucking dub voice? Because I thought they gave him like a fucking. I swear to God, I remember him being like an Elvis impression.
Maybe that's later.
In this
Could
one,
be
he
later.
sounded so fucking weird. He was like, "Hi guys."
Yeah, and the sub, he's got a deep voice, and he's like, "My children," and then he just eats
They-
the tokens.
It's really
They
good.
do. They do at some point. I think it's in season 2 onwards where they just give him the Elvis voice.
Okay, that makes sense. Because
Can
I
you
think
imagine,
he probably gets used a lot more.
The way that you said that made me think of what is that kid's name? The Hey Sisters guy.
Yeah,
Oh, that
What is
bitch.
his name?
sisters.
Oh, Jama King comes out on the field. Hey, sisters. Oh,
nay.
Ojama King, but he's been.
Can you
run
imagine
through
if
the
he like
fucking,
didn't go the art route but became a Yu-Gi-Oh creator and he's just like, "Hey,
oh,
Doolittle."
ew. Hey, Harpy sisters.
How are you doing, my harpies?
Bridget, do I have permission to chomp on the bit?
Sure, go for it.
This sucks.
You got a pretty good cadence in that one. Really, real solid.
A little unrelated, but I would like to just bring it up very briefly. Did you know they're making statues of all the fucking Charmers?
Yeah, they revealed it
Oh,
at Jump
hell yeah.
Festival like last night.
Really?
It's
Hell yeah.
insane, yeah.
I
And
love
then
the
also
Charmers.
IP Masquerena is getting a figure as well, I believe.
Of course.
Shit, I need pictures.
yeah,
of
of course.
these fucking because the charmers are.
I'm
I've
going
always
to get
liked
you a
their
photo
designs
that's
a
only
lot.
unpainted prototypes right now, but the posing is really good.
Oh, they're cute.
Oh, that is really good.
I'm
Kind of
going to put
really
it on
want the heat,
screen
though.
as well for people so they can.
Oh, they don't have the dark charmer in here.
Well, if
No,
these sell well, they
it's-
may make the other two.
Maybe. Yeah, but it's just like the original 4 ones.
Yeah.
There they are.
I love them.
I'm so glad we're getting figures of shit that's not just DM related.
Yeah, it's the
The
fact
Earth-
that they're doing like classic cards like the Charmers and then also Masquerena.
Yeah.
Honestly,
good balance.
I'd consider buying the Earth charmer. I always thought she was kind of cute. I appreciate that these
Whoa.
statues are not super sexualized too. That's
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
like the
Pleasant.
Fire Charmer just got fun energy to her.
Very good statues.
yeah.
Solid merch.
So anyway, Ojama King fucking slams his giant, massive body on top of Donzalu.
He sure does
There we
belly
go.
flop. It's very funny.
I think the funniest thing to me is that they don't censor Ojama King's massive bulge in the dub.
How are you gonna do
Nope.
that? How do you do that and then not fumble the bag as hard as you did with Zork?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I forgot about Zorg until now. Fuck.
They had it extend all the way to the. Hold on.
Instead of his way to his fucking
Yeah.
neck.
They had it extend to be
bad.
like a chest to crotch dragon neck head, and it's the
Yeah.
dumbest thing. Actually,
It's terrible.
Fucking worst.
Very funny to look at, but then also just kind of sad.
Yeah, so Chaz wins. The Dark Scorpions turn back into cards, and he adopts them into his family of really bad cards.
His
Just
family of
awful
losers,
cards.
yes.
Just really bad cards, and also Relinquished is there.
Well, Zero attack.
I love the implication. All of those cards are cards that have dual spirits in them, which means he has a dual spirit of Relinquished that probably just hovers there menacingly.
Yeah, he
Okay.
probably can't even say anything. He's just kind of in the corner there, looking at everyone, and
Imagine-
everyone
You know what I want to
tries
think?
to pretend that he isn't there.
You know what I want to think?
Imagine.
I want to believe that like Chaz and Jaden and Cyrus and Chumley are like not quite next door neighbors, but like relatively close. So Chaz just goes, "Hey, Relinquished, go fuck with those nerds." And so Relinquished is peeking out from the wall at any given moment, but he's only peeking out from the top bunk. So like Chumley gets the shakes and he's like, I feel like something's watching me. And then Cyrus is like, just go to bed, Chumley. Meanwhile, Relinquished is there, just in the wall staring.
I like to imagine that like Chaz is trying to sleep and he opens his eyes and Relinquished is just like hovering over him. He's like, "Hey, you got games on your phone?"
In that exact voice.
I'm
wanna
really
do some
bored. I
rolls."
want to play some Cookie Clicker.
You got Candy Crush on that thing?
You got Plants vs Zombies. It's one of my favorites.
You have games on your dual disc.
I need to do my fade rolls. Can I borrow your phone?
Oh my god.
They just put out a new version of Saber, and I really want.
Chaz has to get his
Manjome, what's your credit card number?
Chaz has to get his dual disc replaced because Relinquished installed Doom on it.
Oh, I mean, it can run on anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, anything.
Is that a talking point?
You
Is
know
that, like,
Soto
selling
Kaiba would
point
have
for it?
that shit pre-built in.
Probably. All right. I think we're gonna move
Episode
on
40?
to episode 40. I have a collective like 8 notes on this dub and sub. It's mid.
There's
Oh.
one good moment in this.
Yeah.
I hate the dub for this so much. The dub voice for this fucking Pharaoh kid is the worst thing in the fucking world.
That's a shame. He's voiced by Miyano in Japanese, so that's quite
Yep.
a downgrade.
Yep.
So Bridget,
Hi.
do you know how they voice him in the dub?
I've not seen. I don't think I've ever seen the dub version of that particular episode. No.
He has high-pitched, rich, prissy kid voice.
I mean, I guess that like fits, but also fuck off.
It's the entire episode is just listening to him go, "I play this card in this way." Ooh.
Yeah, those
It's
are the
awful.
vibes. It's bad.
Hate that.
I do not have many notes on this episode. I will take a bad episode of GX over a boring one, and this one was just fucking boring, except for one play and a single line in the dub. And that line in the dub is when they're talking about how Seto Kaiba and Yugi Moto are the two best duelists of their generation, and then it pans over to the shot of all the kids in the stands. Say the line, Carl. I know you wrote it down.
I didn't watch the dub.
Then you missed the best line of some dude in the back of the class just going, "I like my Valentine." And I wrote, Carl. You missed the best dub line.
Like I said, I've only been watching the sub except for this one dub episode of Don's Luke.
That's fair.
Like my Valentine.
That's
I
really
like my
good.
Valentine. It's the best shit. And then everything else in this episode sucks except for Hero Flash.
Hey, no.
No,
Hero Flash was great.
I'm right.
No, hey, look, they got the first sarcophagus and the second and the third, and those are bad cards.
Those are terrible cards.
They are really
Holy
fucking
shit.
bad.
That's so fucking awful.
This guy's deck is all based around that one really bad fucking bad
Spirit of the
card,
Pharaoh.
Spirit of the Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really cool looking card. Really fucking bad card.
I think my favorite thing, Jaden gets stopped from destroying the first sarcophagus, and then he just looks at this guy and goes, Hey, Your Majesty, are you kind of bad?
I did remember actually finding that twist kind of funny, where it's like, no, everything about him has been blown up because everyone's too afraid to like win against him because he's the pharaoh.
Yeah, it's the fact that he's this
The-
undefeated deity of dueling
the show
because he
fucking-
was the literal fucking pharaoh
They
who's
show
gonna
a
beat him.
flashback of all of his service just being like, man, it's really hard to lose to His Majesty when he sucks this bad.
He sucks so bad, though. Like, I'm trying here, man.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
I do like that in the dub, literally, Cyrus just goes, yeah, his deck's not even that much better than, like, a starter deck.
Fucking he gets out Spirit of the Pharaoh, and Judai's like, that's mediocre for the amount of time it took to get out.
The
Oh,
fact
Jesus
that this man's
Christ.
deck is so bad that that Jaden was able to do the entire combo for Hero Flash. A combo that is so long-winded and bad, he's never been able to do it up to this point.
Oh my god.
Hero Flash is really good, but
Jesus
it's not worth
Christ.
the effort.
It's alright. Now he has an ancient Egyptian pharaoh lover.
Yeah, no, the end of it wasn't the end of this episode something like, okay, but like when you die though, you'll just be my boyfriend forever, and we'll just
Yeah,
keep
he's-
dueling
It
in
is
the afterlife,
very
right?
cute. Yeah, they have a little
He's
moment
like,
where
"You
it's
can
just
come
like,
with me to the afterlife, Judai," and he's like, no. He's like, well, then I'll see you when you die.
no. It's not that. It's he's just like, come to the afterlife with me. I'd love to duel with you all the time, every day. And then Judai just goes, can you wait like 100 years and then we'll duel as much as you want, buddy? And it's actually very sweet because he's like, that's comparatively nothing to like the 3,000 years I've already spent. I'll see you when you die, buddy. And then as they're like walking away back to the dorms, Judai just goes, hey, you guys should all come with. It'll be really awesome out there. And then Chaz is like, I would never go to where you are when I die. I will never go where you are when we're dead.
He's like,
Spending
"I will
eternity with
actively-
you is tantamount to hell.
I will actively go to hell to avoid you and flip you the double bird when I go down.
Yeah, it's really good.
Man, it would have been like the premise for this episode is really cool in my opinion.
The idea is
cool,
cool,
yeah.
but the
It's-
execution is so boring.
There's
Did
parts
this
of
same
that
thing
I
where he
like.
calls for the spirit of the pharaoh. Did that not happen in like one like in the Seal of Orichalcos or one of the movies?
No.
I think you're thinking of Pyramid of Light, but that's not the spirit
Yeah.
of the pharaoh. That is the spirit of like an ancient deity that was defeated by a Tem that was so angry that it's now come back specifically to humiliate and kill him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought the way that it was summoned was the same, right?
Not really. Anubis is like pulled from the depths of hell in an oily sarcophagus, and then this guy comes
Alright.
from heaven in a fucking boat.
Bio, quick
Yeah.
question.
No,
Who
I
is
mean like
Atem?
the plays, like where he like played like 3 cards and then it
He's
opened the
ignoring me.
sarcophagus.
Bio.
He did something
Hmm.
similar in the movie. Anubis had Theonin, Andros, and whatever the other Sphinx is
Anubis
called.
has his own little combo, but it's not similar enough to this. What's up, Carl?
Yeah, there's
Bio, quick question.
Yeah,
Who is Atem?
isn't that Yami?
There
Like
you go.
the-
Good.
I'm
Good
glad
boy.
you remembered.
Okay,
Holy shit, we did
okay.
it.
Good boy.
Good.
I'm just making sure
Good
you know.
job.
No, I had to pull that up on the wiki again.
You know what? It's fine. It's a valuable resource, and you're using it to retain knowledge. That's good.
These
There are
episodes
parts of this
sucked and
episode-
Don Zalug.
Don Zalug was good. The rest were so mid to nothing.
There are parts of this episode that are good. Like I love the idea of Jaden basically teaching this prince to play the game despite him being an enemy. Like fucking teaching him, yeah, no, you can actually be okay at this game. You have to fucking try, bud. You have to let somebody actually challenge you. It's just not done well. I also hate this fucking Pharaoh kid as like a general sentiment.
I do like the idea of it. I think it's executed much better in the sub, and that's partly due to not having a shitty voice attached. But this doesn't
Even in
belong in this
sub, though,
arc.
this dude's-
This doesn't belong in this arc. This should have been before the fucking Sacred Beast.
This dude really is just like discount Atem, and it sucks.
No, he's when I saw the opening and I saw there was like a pharaoh in it, I thought that this was going to be discount Seto instead. But yeah, he's
God, if
very
they had done,
boring
like,
nothing
Priest
Pharaoh.
Seto?
I thought it was going to be like this is an equivalent to Priest Seto, and we're just not acknowledging it.
Honestly, you know what would have made more sense for them to do?
What?
They could
Mhm.
have brought in fucking Priest Seto's father as a spirit.
Akhenaten is still in hell, paying for what he did, so you know.
Yeah, but like at least then it would make sense that he's a shadow rider.
Well, this guy was quote unquote undefeated, so they didn't really look into what his duels were. They just sort of said,
Man,
"Yeah, we're
that's
gonna
just
recruit."
that just makes the Shadow Riders look really fucking bad.
I mean, let's check's notes. They have a tiger who's horny, the dark scorpions.
Vampire.
This guy checks out.
A vampire who
It's-
took out 3 fucking people.
Yeah, it's this weird thing with the Shadow Riders where I feel like the first 2 were taken like some degree of seriously, and then it's just like, all right, we're making dumb comedy.
Yeah.
Tiger Lady. Danzaluk.
I love that. I didn't know they were called the Shadow Riders. Because
Yeah.
I've only been watching the sub. So the sub, they're all the 7-star assassins.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I watched the fucking Don's Luke episode, and they're like, it's the Shadow Riders. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding? You're kidding, right?
Bro,
There's no
you
way.
have to understand that in the dub it's going to be the babiest shit possible.
So fucking stupid.
All right.
Are
So
we almost done with them?
this was the last episode of the batch. We're just on the least favorite and favorite card play.
No, I mean the Shadow Riders.
Oh, I don't know, man.
I think we have 2 episodes left, like 2 podcast episodes left of Sacred Beast arc.
Yeah, and then
And-
you're
and
basically
then we'll
at
be
season
done.
2. Yeah.
Shit, I didn't realize we were that close to the end of season 1.
I believe the Sacred Beasts arc ends at episode 49.
Yeah,
And
okay,
then
then
just
we
have
only have 2 sessions left. Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. So, everybody, what was your least favorite card in play? Bridget, if
Bubble
you
Man.
don't have any, I completely understand.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm
we know
trying
you
to
said Bubble
remember
Man Bio.
anything
We
here.
know.
No, it's telling Bridget. Choose Bubble Man.
No.
No. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
My least favorite card in play are all the same. All 3 sarcophagi.
That's valid.
Yeah, probably those actually. Those
Yeah,
are
that's
real
my least
bad.
favorite play. I thought it was gonna be cool, and then it was like, oh,
The sarcophagi are my least favorite play. My least favorite card is fucking Torpedo Fish. I just don't like that fucking card. It's dumb. It's bad.
How dare you?
It relies on the stupid Orca. If you don't have the Orca out, it's a dead card.
I mean, no, I think you can still do things on its own.
It's like a fucking 500 attack point monster, maybe 900 defense. It's shit, Carl.
Still has an effect, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's not affected by spell cards.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
My least
You're like
favorite.
Equal, though.
Yeah, that's not bad. My least favorite card, weirdly enough, it's probably Amazoness Arena, just because it's funny because their souls punch each other basically every turn, but it does literally nothing else. It's just an excuse to have them duke it out in a cage match. I'm like, I don't know. And then my least favorite play is just everything the shitty Pharaoh did.
Yeah.
That was a waste of an episode, it feels like.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about them. What was up with their fucking ancient Egyptian spaceship? What the fuck was up with that?
They're coming down from
An
heaven
arc.
in a boat. That's it.
It's meant to look like an ancient Egyptian boat, but like gold and
Egyptians
with a
didn't
woman's
have boats.
body.
They live in the
made.
sand.
Bro, they lived by
Bitch,
the
they had to
Nile.
sail
Oh
down
my
the Nile, which
God.
connects to the ocean.
Oh my god, do you not Bio? I need you to
Bro,
We're moving on.
I
We're moving
knew
on.
it.
We're moving on. We're moving
I
on.
was joking. Okay, I was joking.
Were you?
I was, of
Sometimes-
course.
You?
Bio, admittedly, sometimes it's a little hard to tell. you do
I
come
grew
off
up-
with
I
a
grew up
tone
as
that like
Yeah, I was a pastor's kid. Of course I knew about the Nile.
It sounds like you knew about being in denial.
That was good. Good one.
Favorite place.
favorite card play. Let's fucking get
Dallas.
it.
like
Ojama
they Dallas.
tokens. Favorite play. Favorite card. Donzalug.
You're so valid.
My favorite card was Thunder Giant. I thought that was a really cool card.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the elemental hero fusions are just fucking good.
What's your favorite play, Bio?
I don't know if I have one. I mean, I guess like. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
alright.
okay.
Maybe the kill. Like I like the killer whale's attack where the cannon came out of his mouth.
So killer
don't know if
whale
it's
into
true.
attacking. Got it. That's
the
honestly
play.
not the worst thing you could have picked. My favorite card, probably Hero Flash. It's so long-winded, but once you get the combo off, it's really fucking cool.
Such a raw combo.
It's so insane to pull off, but of course he pulled it off in a duel against a guy who just sucks at the fucking game.
I think I have pulled that fucking combo off maybe once in my entire life. It is
Yeah.
so fucking difficult.
And then my favorite play is Ojamas in the hand, into Poly, into Ojama King, into eating the tokens, into Oja Muscle for the kill. Love that
Seems a
shit.
good combo.
One day I will run an Ojama deck, unironically, and it'll be funny.
My favorite card is Daedalus, and my favorite play was the turn 1 armed dragon level 7.
Valid.
Extremely.
I did forget to
I-
mention that Armed Dragon level 5's attack where he just spins his arms reminded me of the Donkey Kong
funny.
neutral B, where he just like winds up. It was
I will
really
even
good.
say, like, despite that episode not being great, the fucking legendary ocean into summoning Orko for free, good combo.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
bad.
Genuinely good combo.
That's a thing that you can do with Legendary Ocean that sometimes doesn't work out. Shoutouts to PM.
Oofa doofa. Oh,
Awesome.
That's pretty good.
Sometimes your opponent has Horus the Black Flame Dragon level 8 on turn 1, and you just get fucked.
Ooh,
Damn.
Jesus.
Shit, dude. Bridget, did you say favorite card play?
Jirai Guma was not in this episode, I'm assuming.
Unfortunately
No,
not.
it was not.
Damn it. Fuck it, Bubble Man.
Yeah!
Yeah!
My favorite play was when Don Zaluk summoned himself. That was funny. I
That's
don't know.
perfect. Yes, good. You're so smart. All right. The next episodes we will be watching. You're gonna want to get ready for this because this is very funny timing. So our next recording will land on December 31st. You get content on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, motherfuckers. So be grateful. And the next episodes of GX that we will be watching to cover will be episodes 41 through 46. It's a long one, but if I remember correctly, it's because there were a couple two-parters that I could not split up.
We are covering some good ass episodes next. Or
Yeah.
at least one specific set of good ass episodes.
The cutoff on this one had me very excited because I watched the next time, and oof.
I do not like the thumbnail for episode 42 on the wiki.
Whoa.
I'm gonna real quick, fucking before we go, I'm gonna real quick show y'all that thumbnail because I'm already dreading it.
Oh, no. Like
Oh.
this.
This makes me upset.
Oh.
I'm going to show it to the people at home.
No.
Also,
if we're upset,
you
you're
fool, you fell for it! Thunder Chest split attack! I forgot to put him up when we talked about 39. He will continue until he wins 1 week.
You'll never win.
Anyway, this is the, is this a fucking WebP?
Probably it comes from the fucking wiki.
I'm gonna do things to be better in the WebP format, god damn it!
Fucking
It's a
hell.
picture of Dark Magician Girl kissing Cyrus, and it makes me hate and shrivel up into...
On the cheek. You have to specify on the cheek.
I don't. They can look it up if they want to. It's bad. Does anybody have anything they want to say before I take us out?
GX
Was running
sucks.
for a while.
GX is there sure is a season of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It'll get better.
I hope.
If it doesn't, I'll cry.
Yeah, same.
Go vote in that poll. There's like 53 of you in here, and only
That
35
doesn't
votes.
matter for people who are listening to it recorded. You can remind them when the recording is done and we do our voting. Brother, I'm muting you. Fuck. Thank you all for listening to the Millennium Microphone. This show genuinely would not still be here without you guys and your continued support, and we are beyond excited to keep going through GX and to 5Ds and beyond. If you like the podcast, please remember that you can share it with your friends, and that helps us out. And if you want to follow any of us, our links, as always, will be in the description down below. That'll also include Bridget. Special thanks to Bridget for joining in last minute on this episode. And until next time, get your game on.